The August jobs report, which was awful on several fronts. Overall jobs growth was about 40% less than what was expected. The job participation rate that we've heard so much about, well, that's back down to 1978 levels. And as we mentioned before, the previous 2 months were actually revised downward. So what's going wrong? Joining me now are three members of the Job Creators Network: Chris MacFarland, Masergy Communications Chairman, and CEO Jim Anthony and Company founder and CEO, and Omar Soliman, College Hunks hauling junk co-founder and CEO. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate it. Chris, first to you, let me just play a speech from President Obama. This was on Monday, Labor Day, which was kind of ironic, talking about the overall economy, how things were doing. Take a look at this.
The American economy and American workers are better off than when I took office. We're better off by almost every measure.
Almost every measure. Well, clearly he hadn't seen the jobs report, which is not a good measure. Then we have the American people themselves, 58% of whom think we have not turned the corner on the job situation, and the worst is yet to come. What do you think?
I think that we're seeing in my business significant growth, and we've seen that because of the fact that we're in a unique and expanding marketplace, the cloud services, IT space. That being said, I think there are many other parts of the economy that are still struggling.
Well, Omar, one thing that we know is it's a lousy recovery compared to other recoveries from recession. Take the 1980 recession under Ronald Reagan. Coming out of that, we had tremendous expansion of 4.6% in 83, 7.3% the economy grew in 1984. Then you juxtapose that with what's happened under Obama, and it is absolutely pathetic. Why?
Well, you know, I wasn't born yet for Reagan, but, you know, I think a lot of it has to do with just overall confidence. You know, business owners are the type of people that, you know, really want to kind of take the bull by the horns and don't want to feel like there's anything impeding them or the government is making any sort of decisions that's going to make them hold their breath or not feel confident to take the right step forward.
Well, Jim, let me suggest something. I was born during Reagan. I remember the Reagan period, and I remember the years leading up to it, the 1970s, which were awful. Reagan turned it around by lowering tax rates, by lowering the number of regulations. Obama, this is the first so-called recovery in my lifetime when a president has done exactly the opposite: raise tax rates and raise the number of regulations. That makes the cost of doing business more expensive, does it not?
Absolutely right. Ronald Reagan was committed to unleashing economic liberty in every sector of the economy. Capital got freed up and jobs got created as a result. Deregulation or lesser regulation was critical to enabling that, and we've been doing the exact opposite for the last 6 years.
Well, Chris, I'm wondering if that we had fewer regulations now and perhaps lower tax rates now, if we would have a better jobs number.
You would think that would be the case. I think the real frightening part that's in the jobs report is not what was said in the government's press release this morning, which is the fact that if you look at month over month, we had 268,000 people not go to the labor force. So when you think about the fact that we just had a net job increase of just 16,000 jobs, and we needed more like 200,000 jobs month over month, that's a bit frightening. I think, in fact, Janet Yellen, our Fed chairman, has also said that there's a serious concern that we have this many people that have left the work labor force that are just not looking for a job anymore.
Well, and frankly, the longer you wait to get a job, Omar, I think the less likely people like you are to hire those folks who've been out of the job market for a while, correct?
Absolutely. And, you know, getting that experience, whether it's an entry-level job or a job that's minimum wage or whatever it might be, is huge. So if you're just kind of sitting around waiting and not doing anything, business owners and folks that are hiring are probably going to be less likely to take a chance on you.
Jim, have you tried to reach out to those people who have been unemployed for a long time?
We are hiring. Fortunately, we're in one of the hottest markets in the country. Raleigh, as you know, is one of the fastest growing cities in America.
Raleigh, North Carolina, we should mention. By the way, why is that? What has Raleigh, North Carolina done to make it so attractive?
Well, we have a very jobs-friendly environment. We've got an administration that understands in the state of North Carolina now that lowering tax rates, which we've done in the last year in a significant way, creates jobs. We have created a fertile environment for job growth by deregulating our departments that regulate the formation of business.
Chris,
we have great universities here that have also contributed to this.
Well, yeah, quality of life means a lot. Chris, I'm just wondering if the answers are clear to people like you about what needs to be done to create more jobs and businesses. Why can't you get that message through to the policymakers?
You know, I'm not sure why. I mean, Washington needs to help in this situation instead of creating more costs for businesses to try to hire people. I mean, when you think about the impacts of the Affordable Health Care Act, the proposals now to try to raise the minimum wage dramatically, and some of the other policies come out, it's a challenge for all businesses regardless of size.
All right, and finally, just a quick answer from all three of you, yes or no. Are you going to be hiring more in 2015? First to you, Chris.
Yes, in fact, I've got 80 open positions for professionals right now.
Okay. By the way, we want to put that up on our website. Omar, quickly, 2015, you going to be hiring more?
Absolutely. Our franchises are going to be hiring, expanding, and we're looking for all types of employees.
And Jim?
Yes, we expect to do 2 to 5% job growth in our company.
Okay. By the way, we should put links, and we will, producers, put links to these guys' companies. If you're looking for a job, these may be the places to go. Chris MacFarland, Jim Anthony, Omar Soliman, thank you very much, gentlemen. Good to see you all. Have a good weekend.